Welcome back to Gardening with Grandpa B. Today I'm on that series of an orchard redo. If you've joined me previously from previous videos, we're in the process of redoing this orchard. It's basically, this orchard's about 7 years old and it has grass growing all the way up. This is probably a very familiar sight. So we're just going to do some tips today. So the first one, correct tool. Make sure you've got a square shovel, flat, straight tip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out about close to the end of the drip line. The drip line is where, just imagine water hitting those leaves and it's going to drip. So I'm not going to go all the way out. I'm going to try to hit 80% of the drip line. So I'm going to come out, I already figured it out, I'm going to come out to about here. So, and if you look up, you'll see I'm getting most of it. So I'm going to go all the way around. So what I'm going to do with my flat bladed shovel is I'm going to go kick down and I'm going to come straight out because I don't want to take as much. I want to be very minimal with the topsoil I take off. And then I'm going to just do that. And I'm going to try to knock off as much dirt. And then that is going in another compost pile. So that I'm going to take all the way around. What I also wanted to talk to you today is this process real quick. Is I'm going to remove all the grass. Here's a finished product, almost finished product. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to take two wheelbarrows of a good, fully composted compost. I'm going to put that on top. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find some forest duff. Wikipedia that. Forest duff, which is basically the droppings from an established forest, that I'm going to use that and inoculate the soil to those microorganisms that this tree likes. Real quick, I want to talk about some pruning. It's the middle of September. I can still do selective pruning. So what I wanted to show you, common problem I see is this branch right here that's coming off there. You do not want this. You might have several down here. You're going to take a saw and you're going to cut. What you want to try to do is you want to be probably about that far away from the main trunk. So I'm going to be careful. The better thing to do, you might want to come along here if this is really unruly. Just come along here, take a shorter piece, get him out of the way. So you got room to move. So now I have room to move. The other one, I'm going to take this guy. This is not going to produce fruit. This is in the area that I don't want. So I'm going to take him off as well. I'm going to so he's going to heal. I'm not a fan of the black paint. I think the black paint attracts insects. Let nature heal. He'll be fine. None of these have had that paint and they're doing fine. So like I said, the key thing you want to make sure you leave intact is that area where my fingernail is. So getting back to the one I started, going to be a healthier tree, a better looking tree. Another quick pointer I wanted to point out is looking over here. Common problem, you'll see branches going in the middle. Just knock them off. If they're small, that's the ideal way to do it. If you come along here with the pruner, you're guaranteed you're going to have another one that's going to come in right after it. But ideally, you get it small. But if you don't, like this guy, I'm not going to try to knock him off, but I'm going to come along and prune him. So that's all for today.